My name is Yilda Zilkin and I'm the author of Blue Mountain Mist. I'm sitting here today to talk to you about one of my first journals, which is based off the Ottoman Empire. Now, the Ottoman Empire is really interesting because, believe it or not, it's Persian based, and it spans from impacting Nigeria all the way to Iran and India, even touching sections of China. It has a lot of beautiful cultural heritage. Its literacy in terms of the written and the philosophies and the thought processes are beyond belief, and gets even lost in English to Turkish translation or English to Persian translation. It's just mind-boggling, the education of the Persians historically inside Ottoman territory. But that's not why we're here. We're here to first of all make a little joke, because when the empire broke up and the allies came through the Aegean Sea into Çanakkale, that's the region where the blue is. They cursed the hell out of a Turkish person. Winston Churchill did, anyways. He did, because mines were placed all along here, protecting this whole region, which is the remaining piece. Why was Turkish implemented? Turkish was implemented into Anatolia because it was seen as one of the first linguistics. That is what they had done. And what came out of it is the Turkish Republic with its modern Turkish words. Now, most people don't know this, but Turkish started only 100 years ago, about that time. A completely new lingo based off native mixed with Persian mixed with Arabic words. So we're going to use the Ottoman example as or the case study in pushing the real evolve. And this is very, very important, because when I used to go to Turkey as a little girl, there was things in there that they were not fully set up yet to be civilization total. Today, when you go to Istanbul, it's a very modern city, but it wasn't like that when I was 4 or 5 years old visiting. So that is where I am right now, to indicate, number one, the case study and its impacts on the Sun Collection. And that is why I gave it the name Sun Collection, because sun reflects the heritage of this particular region of the world. What else is important? It's important because celebrities got involved when I did the TAC journal. It's also important because there was a crucifixion on the Danforth, and it was quite embarrassing, I might say, with 1,000 cheering Greeks and Kurds at the time, because it got so hostile and pressurized was the region that and everybody was fighting over the TAC journal. Now, a lot of these are interlinked, and people might say, Hannah, this is quite too much for one person. Yes and no. If you see, and that's where the divination component comes in, because it's not that I brought this out. I mean, everybody knows Ottoman Empire in Anatolia. The globe might not know it, but everybody in Turkey does. It's not that component. It's what I did with all the 70 journals that makes this story so interesting. And what's even more interesting is, right around here, you find evidence of people from China, and right around here, you find people of Russia or Georgia, and here you find people from Greece. And there's a multicultural society that's of antiquity. So it's not like the United States where you ask people to come in. This was just the natural component of Anatolia that had different religions and different pagan beliefs and all sorts of different colors, and absolutely stunning. And it has a very, very important Greek history as well in Anatolia, and it has a very important Italian history. So what I'm trying to do pretty much is to revive accurate documentation of history versus the maliciousness that they wanted to do, which is completely rewrite history and make this whole area Chinese or all of it Indian or really change it around. And we don't want that because that would be crushing the local people of the region. Not that it's important because humans are not permanent on one particular piece of land. I mean, historically, China had large communities of whites in it. Historically, India started off in Ethiopia and this side of Africa, eastern coast of Africa. Indians started there, then migrated towards India. So a lot of movement is always done. But we want to look at culture and we want to look at linguistics in the real evolve from a different perspective. So all I am is tools. All I've done is revamp interest on old historical books that are 2 kilometers long inside the Vatican that are just sitting there collecting dust. But it's not just that. I also brought out linguistic anthropology. The fact that this area all had Persian tells me, and Persian didn't really start from this particular area. It migrated from Iran, India into Anatolia. It is very, very old and very, very interesting what I have done with the Real Evolve. And we are hoping you can support this project because, you know, you saw the clip on my hand. I'm wearing a demi ring, sorry. That's a half ring. So that's probably me fooling around. You saw the clip with my hand. All of this impacts the Real Evolve. So that is where I am right now. When we do the movie, you will also know a lot about Black history in here, and Ethiopia, Somalia, African history, and you will know certain things about the globe. And these are actually tools for our children for the future. And it really opens up quite a bit for humanity for the future. So by you supporting, you actually help us advance. Thank you.